Hey everyone, this is Magic People here again, bringing you another gameplay commentary from the new map, Convoy, from the Escalation map pack. This is a game of domination where I'm using the Foul with Ghost, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Hacker. So, what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about some of the politics and some of the drama in the gameplay commentator / Black Ops community at large. And I think it's pretty interesting because it's just some of the things that I've picked up on in the around a month now that I've been in the community, taking part. And I'm not passing judgment. I'm more or less showing you guys my perspective and looking at things from both sides and just kind of introducing the topic for discussion to you guys. And there's several things that are kind of current and kind of relevant. And the first I'll get out of the way just because I know the least about it, and I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this is something that I just want to let you guys know about. There is always some drama and some politics going on with this March Madness Commentators Tournament. Again, don't know too much about that, but just keep that in mind. Maybe you can search it up and find out more for yourself and form your own opinions. The other thing is Undone Lyric on his personal channel recently had a video talking about a machinima director which he ran into in a lobby one night. And also this kind of ties in as well with a recent video from White Boy 7th Street called The Truth. And if you're watching this on my channel, I'll have annotations in either corner to these two videos. I suggest you either go and watch those first or watch them after, just to make sure you have all the information and see where I'm coming from with what I'm talking about. And you'll see how I bring those videos together and how I compare them after. The first thing, I'll talk about Undone Lyric's video, and he ran into iPonestar for Hire, and just to summarize what kind of happened is they're playing a lobby. Undone Lyric checked out some of the guy's recent games and kind of discovered that he was more or less getting into a game. If it wasn't going like exceptionally well, he would just back out, quit the game, and hop into a new one until he got a really good score. I mean, basically he's looking for games worth commentating over, right? So if it wasn't going well, he wasn't going to waste his time. He would just drop it. And there's two different perspectives that come from this. Some people may not be happy about that. It's the expectation is from these best of the best YouTube gameplay commentators that I guess the perception is that they're just really good players, and to see them just kind of dropping out of games, it's you have to ask, are they even having any fun playing, and is it for YouTube the only reason that they're trying to get a commentary or trying to get a good gameplay in the first place? And some people aren't necessarily okay with that. I'm not saying who is and who isn't, but some people may not be okay with that. Other people, maybe see it from a different perspective, and that's what I want to talk about mostly for this topic is the business perspective of this. And I'm not trying to point out like who thinks what. Like, this has all been acknowledged in the comments on Undone Lyric's video. Actually, interesting enough, iPonestar for Hire, the guy who this is about, actually commented on the video himself, and go take a read. Again, if you're not watching this on my channel, that's at Undone Lyric's personal channel, youtube.com/user/Undone Lyric. Anyways, to drop out of games, it's really a time thing, right? Like, the guy even said he's married, he's pretty busy, and to be simple, it's business. Time is money, and it's I can tell from myself, like, it's not necessarily always easy to get a gameplay that's worth sharing with your community, right? And this gameplay you're watching right now of mine, like, it didn't take me too long. It's a 24-2 domination on the new on one of the new maps. But as far as one of those top YouTubers go, like, this isn't impressive. This is almost not even worth posting for them, because people expect the best from them, and that takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy, and a lot of commitment. So now I'm going to slowly transition over to White Boy 7th Street's video called The Truth. I'll have another annotation up at the top because I know it's been a while since I last mentioned that. Again, I really think you should watch it yourself, but to summarize a little bit, he was talking a little bit about giveaways and how people were, kind of gaming the system. And the idea with giveaways was to get your video into the top favorited slot, or to at least bump it up on the list. That's really the reason why people are doing it. I mean, sure, there's, you know, they're giving back to their community, whatever, but really, like, one person out of, you know, potentially 500,000 getting a headset or a game, like, that's not really giving back. It is, but in reality, it's to bump up your you know, your listing, then bump up your search results, and make yourself more exposed and get yourself more available to the gaming community at large, and ultimately to further build your channel. And you know, some people hate giveaways. They hate how people are gaming the system. They think it's, you know, kind of a cheap tactic. That's one perspective. And again, like, my business mindset kind of sees it from the other side. Not saying one's more right or one's more wrong, but I'm saying at least I understand. Whether you think, you know, ethically, or you'd rather not do a giveaway, but the fact is, if you do it, your video gets, say, you know, like, you know, 100% more likes than otherwise, and, you know, it gets way more favorited than otherwise, and the facts are that you get more views and you get more subscribers by doing this. Can you really blame the guys for doing that? I mean, these bigger YouTubers, they're actually making money off of this. So I'm sure they realize some people aren't going to be happy with these tactics, but if it's the difference between making, like, you know, several hundred extra dollars, you know, either per paycheck or per video, I'm not quite sure how their income works, but, you know, if it's the difference between making a considerable amount of money and not, just at the expense of, you know, a few people in your community not being completely happy with your tactic, like, I can't see how they couldn't do it. I completely understand, and I'm completely sympathetic. And the way this ties together with iPhone Star for Hire is that it's business. Like, this, they're in the business, the business of YouTube. They're in the business of making YouTube videos. So when commentators, you know, do these things, it may not make sense to you know, the average YouTube viewer, or even the average YouTube commentator. Actually, no, not that it doesn't make sense. It's just it's a paradigm shift. It's a different perspective, right? Like, for example, people at my level and considerably above me, because I'm basically at the bottom, you have to be doing this for fun. Like, you can't come into being a commentator expecting to start making money, expecting to be the best of the best. You have to do it for fun. You have to enjoy what you do. Anyways, that's the gameplay. I almost got that guy at the end. I was quite disappointed that I had 24-2. That's all from me for now, guys. I will see you next time.